We are back. One sec, I need to move closer to the mic. Oh, no, do I? I don't. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it, I won't. We're back to another fun-filled adventure of the Necessary Republic 2. I'm the Nid Face. I just downloaded some stuff from the Steam Workshop. Gotta make this go full screen. Go full screen, you bitch. You know, I'll do the autosave, because that's a little earlier. So, unfortunately, last time, on my playthrough of epicness, Husky was unfortunately starting to be a bitch, and wanted to watch TV. Not even paying attention to TV and watching the Disney Channel for whatever fucking reason. And that bled into the audio. And it got worse and worse. And I've had to yell at Husky about it. Because now I had to cut out so much stuff. Not enough time to record another session edited. So, well, without further ado, let us begin. Sorry if this is a bit annoyed, but it's because I am annoyed. Fuck Husky. So this whole session is gonna be me bashing Husky. Has been determined. Woo! I did a dive roll. You want to do the dive roll? Oh, dead buddy. Let me rape it. Let me rape it all night long. What the hell? Oh. Droid.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive.
I'm not your master.
Provided my receptors are not.
I think they're a focus.
How may I be of assistance?
You could die in a hole. You are not the true HK. How do you know me? I'm not your master. Tell me what you're doing here before I turn you into slag. Tell me what you're doing here before I turn you into slag, you piece of shit.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
Who was your previous master? Do I know the guy? He's gonna be pissed that I took his droid.
Answer. The captain of the Harbinger.
Oh, he's completely fine. I killed him myself. I went on a joyride in that ship. It was a lot of fun. What happened?
Answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
But it's completely relevant. Druid, you don't take orders too well. Now tell me what happened, you bitch.
Explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage.
No one claims me as salvage.
Interrogated concerning our brief history together.
I am a human being.
Before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
Sounds like a coincidence. But how come I don't remember any of this? This is bullshit. I would have been having a heyday.
And locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled.
Sounds like sounds like an inside job. Incapacitated? I didn't drink too much alcohol.
No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into
Wait,
a
what?
stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Why do you sound sarcastic? Drugged? What do you mean drugged?
Placation, merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional.
But I didn't drink any Juma juice.
That you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
How the hell was I locked? Can you care to explain that?
Clarification, by locked, I meant
That does not make me feel any better.
my vocabulator
It actually makes me feel worse.
functioning.
You sure know how to make me upset. Can you talk about meatbags? Because if you can't talk about meatbags, you're useless to me. Fine, what happened next?
Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the
Right,
cascade
coincidences.
failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID.
The Ebonid.
It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it.
You wanted to study it? and rip it up his ass.
Your cargo compartment was breached, and you
How the hell did that happen?
Shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical.
Oh.
I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived,
Yes.
Master.
Maybe I wanted to die. Any idea what had attacked the small freighter? Why would they take me aboard?
Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Bounty? What the hell? I'm no bounty. I'm a human being.
Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master.
You mean my voice? My voice is my life.
Damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me concern.
Sounds like they saved me. Why did the Ebon Hawk come here?
Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation
Yeah, you killed everyone.
became clearer.
How so, you murderous psychopath?
Value, Master. The miners were far more interested in you.
Of course.
It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason.
They're boobs.
While an HK
And a main Jaina.
is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy.
Sounds like you know these
I must
markets.
confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture.
Sounds like you're a narcissistic
It
asshole.
was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
But I'm not a Jedi. And more importantly, how did they find out I was a Jedi? Which I'm not.
Why, I told them, Master.
What the
The
hell?
exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars.
Maybe?
I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty.
No, they're notoriously... That information wouldn't have been in core word databases. Only the Jedi archives. How do you know these?
Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
What the fuck? Potential hostiles.
Apparently my vocabulary has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities.
I don't trust you. You see. Continue.
All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay.
They debated what to do with my unconscious buddy. Who do they? They were gonna rape me.
The other group opposed this.
Then what happened?
Standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the
Right.
facility.
Accidents.
A result of
I know nothing of this.
I believe.
I may have tried to,
Coincided with the
stick
degradation of the
something
mining
up my
droid behavioral
mangina.
cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality
I love
rate of
murderous
organics in the
rampages.
facility rose quickly.
Of course they rose quickly. They are idiots who don't know how to fight for themselves. They are worse than scum. They are the scummiest scum that ever did scum. They are the scummers. But what happened to the rest of them? The ones that were actually okay?
As a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas.
Seems like you're proud of these.
The facility. The explosions heard
I find it hard to trust you.
emergency sections of the station quickly and efficiently, cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation system.
Oh. Sadly enough? What do you mean?
The explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Sounds like this was the job of an assassin. You know anything about that droid? Assassin droid. Yes. No, you are no such thing. You don't remind me of any other killer robots that I may have played in a prequel. There is no such thing as a prequel. And they are left alive.
Answer. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droids and the explosions would find themselves in a gas-filled death trap.
Sounds like a death trap. Forget them. I need to get into the hangar bay and get off this wreck.
Answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master.
Cut the fucking patronization off. Patronization. Protocols deactivate. Deactivate AC. What about the override codes?
Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master.
And where is
He
he?
hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident. Then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
Sounds convenient for you, considering you want me to stay here. If you fucking piece of shit, I want HK-47. You are not him. You are an imposter. That's him using a cam link.
Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is...
You are a fucking jackass. Jackass.
Especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comm link would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams.
Well,
They lived out their last moments in fear and terror.
how did you know? That was why I wanted to contact them. Satisfaction? I know no such thing of the satisfaction. I know nothing of it. I'm using my Jedi mind tricks, looking deep into your soulless soul, and removing the knowledge that I actually was... My nipples were hard. Squeeze, squeeze.
Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master.
Of course!
Unfortunate at
That
the
was
end
what
of
I
the
was
water,
going to
but
say.
there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives.
That actually makes me feel worse. Because then there is no hope. Without hope, there is no life. And without life, we're just all locked in a cell with Aaron. And that's a bad thing to do. Hey, we don't know what happened to them, so we need to find out.
Theory, you could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
Because you want my buddy? Oh, you flatter me, imposter. But they could be in hurt and danger. We need to make sure they're all right,
Warning.
so we can later kill them.
Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay. Wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
This isn't pointless. How dare you? I'm going to find the miners, and you're going to assist, and you're going to help me, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
Oh, fucking course! Alright, how do I get the damn code? Well, who's got the damn code?
Oh, I already possess the code, Master.
Then give it to me.
I am afraid that it will do you no good.
Fucking asshole! I'll be the judge of that!
Pending explanation. Master,
Oh, fucking condescending
console
bitch!
governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice printed, musing. In the last
Asshole.
days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
Voice printed?
Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them.
I am one of the special ones. Aren't I? So you have the code?
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Leave condescending none of your speech conditionals from now on, or else.
Answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you, it is merely a result of memory damage I have suffered since our arrival.
Oh, fuck you! That means you're gonna do it anyway! You think I don't realize this? Well, tell me how to get off this goddamn wreck.
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am.
I don't like being trapped with you. Kinda scare me. I think I'd feel better if you were orange. And then you'd be a fun-ass fun thing to do. Never mind then, I'll be going now. Hey! It's a sonic imprint sensor! That bitch has no idea what he's going into. That seems awfully convenient. Almost like I already knew it was there. Seems like you've been here before.
It was quite incoherent from the... attempts to beg for his life.
I feel so turned on right now. Can you repeat that so I can record it to masturbate to later? Wait, if you're gonna play back his voice, can't you speak the voice code?
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
What the hell do you mean by believed to possess?
Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation is in danger of becoming even longer. Clarification. But yes, most droids are believed to possess ethics programming. Such programming would prevent me from using my incredible talents to break a voice print code.
I understand if your limited functionality prevents you from mimicking the maintenance officer's voice accurately, you fucking bitch.
Objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master?
You fail for the oldest trick in the book. You are a fucking dumbass. I think that's all I need.
I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
No. Yes. What happened to the T3 unit?
However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look.
I think your tangent was relevant. I think you killed him because you were jealous of his individualism.
And I'm also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Irony? Veiled threats?
Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones.
What the hell?
Their entire planet can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
What the fuck is up with you? What's a translation droid doing on Paragus?
Has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible.
Do my plan. Go to the Emmett Hawk.
It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever.
I never said you were coming with me.
Placating retraction. Oh, of course, Master. Please excuse my choice of words. I did not mean to imply that you would have no choice in the matter.
What the fuck? You're going to kidnap me. I think I'm gonna leave now. Hey, bitch ass bitch. From the bitch town of Bitchendom. Now time to go out to the fucking droids.